This video shed light on the impacts of religion on business of a country along with issues faced by entrepreneurs and who are the main stakeholders of businesses in country. The country which is discussed in this video is the state of Qatar or Daulat Qatar. Let's have a quick overview of Qatar. The country is situated on a peninsula that extends from the Arabian Peninsula approximately 160 kilometers, 99 miles, north into the Persian, Arab, Gulf. It is bordered by Saudi Arabia. Qatar shares maritime borders with Bahrain, Iran, and the United Arab Emirates. The official religion is Islam, and Sharia Islamic law is a main source of legislation. The government generally respected religious freedom. Although some groups had difficulty formally registering with the government as required for all organizations, there was no change in the status of respect for religious freedom by the government. Non-Muslims generally worshipped in private locations without government or societal harassment, but there were restrictions on public worship of the citizen population. Sunni Muslims constitute the vast majority, while Shia Muslims account for less than 10%. Most non-citizens were from South Asia, Southeast Asia, and Near Eastern countries. Nearly all foreign workers lived near the major employment centers of Qatar. Qatar observes all the customs and holidays according to Islamic values as such. The work week is Saturday through Wednesday, with the weekend being Thursday and Friday. Many of the businesses are open on Thursday but all are closed on Friday. Business hours are normally 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. in the morning, with a prayer and lunch break between 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. and 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. in the evening. Qatar is more towards modesty, so there are not much restrictions in operating the businesses. However, some basic Islamic rules and regulation need to followed, such as breaks on prayer times. Moreover, on June 2017, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, the UAE, June and Egypt issued statements announcing cutting ties with Qatar. As they believed Qatar is supporting terrorism. This resulted in many difficulties for business in Qatar. Finding a place for office is a central part of starting a business in Qatar. Firms must prove they have a physical presence, such as a storefront or office, before they receive a trading license. Landlords traditionally require new tenants to submit 12 months' worth of rent checks before signing a year-long lease. This means businesses need a bank account before they start shopping for office space. But some say banks are refusing to open new business bank accounts for customers without a trading license, since that requires office space, which tenants, in turn, generally need checks and a bank account to lease, and gets frustrating for entrepreneur as there is no official solution by the banks or authorities. Moving on, commercial companies law, which means appointing a local partner who holds a minimum of 51% of the company's shares. Expat business owners sometimes express resentment at having to turn over 51% of their hard-earned profit to their local partner. But as one Qatari sponsor points out, every partner is taking on 51% of the total risk, financial and otherwise. By definition, if the business does badly, that's their loss as well. Stakeholder are known as a person or group or that has interest or concern in an organization. Stakeholders can affect or be affected by the organization's actions, objectives and policies. For example, employees who are either Muslims or non-Muslims, and they are directly affected by an organization's culture which influenced by Islam in Qatar, such as for non-Muslims there are no holidays on their festivals. Secondly, Islamic values promote charitable cause and support charity strongly, which comes as a vital benefit for local community in Qatar. Moreover, competitors gain competitive advantage by the margin of freedom in Qatar, as Muslim owners have to keep their businesses closed on Fridays. However, non-Muslim owners are free to keep their businesses open, which defines that there is more freedom for non-Muslim businesses as compared to Muslim businesses. Furthermore, consumer needs are to be catered differently according to their beliefs, tastes, and preferences. For instance, Muslim consumers are more taken into consideration, while as non-Muslims consumers find it difficult to look for things according to their tastes and preferences. Lastly, government influences the businesses as they impose laws and policies which mainly encourages Muslim values and traditions.